Have you ever felt like your mind is racing and your heart is pounding like a drum? It's a sensation we're all too familiar with, the tightening of your chest, the quickening of your pulse, the sudden rush of thoughts. This, my friends, is the body's natural response to stress. Stress, in its most basic form, is a reaction to a stimulus that disturbs our physical or mental equilibrium. It's like the body's inbuilt alarm system, alerting us to potential dangers or threats. And while it's a universal experience, the way it impacts each of us can vary greatly. For some, it's a source of motivation, a push to conquer challenges. For others, it can feel like an insurmountable wall, blocking the path to peace and happiness. Physiologically, stress triggers a cascade of hormonal changes. Your body releases adrenaline and cortisol, preparing you for a fight or flight response. Your heart beats faster, your breathing quickens, your muscles tense up. Over time, chronic stress can lead to health issues like heart disease, high blood pressure, and even diabetes. The first step in our journey to manage stress is control what you can. The essence of this approach lies in the simple yet profound understanding that our power lies within us, not outside. Consider this: the world is a vast, complex, and unpredictable place. Trying to control it is like trying to tame a wild storm with a small umbrella. It's not only impossible, but also exhausting and stressful. Instead, imagine a world where you focus on what you can control: your actions, your reactions, your thoughts, and your emotions. These are the tools you have in your hands, and they are more powerful than you might think. Let's delve deeper. When we say control what you can, we're not talking about suppressing emotions or forcing actions. Instead, we're talking about conscious control, about making choices that align with our well-being and peace of mind. It's about responding instead of reacting, choosing instead of being pushed around by circumstances. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the traffic. You can't control the drivers around you. You can't control the time. But what you can control is your reaction to the situation. You can choose to get angry and stressed, or you can choose to remain calm, listen to some soothing music or an engaging podcast, and make the best use of this time. Now let's look at this concept from a different angle. Stress often comes from a sense of losing control, doesn't it? But when we shift our focus to what we can control, we reclaim our power. We become the masters of our own lives. We stop being victims of circumstances and become warriors of our own well-being. This concept of control extends beyond the immediate responses. It permeates every aspect of our lives. From the way we talk to ourselves to the way we interact with others. From the choices we make every day to the dreams we chase. Every moment, every action, every thought is an opportunity to exercise this control. Remember, you have the power to control your actions and reactions. This is your first step to reducing inner stress. The second step in managing stress is accept what happens. Acceptance in this context is not about complacency or resignation, but rather about embracing the ebb and flow of life. It's about understanding that every experience, every moment, every event is a part of the natural rhythm of existence. Now let's dive deeper into this concept. Imagine you're a leaf floating on a river. The river twists and turns, it ebbs and flows, it speeds up, it slows down. And as a leaf, you have no control over these changes. You simply go where the river takes you. That's acceptance. It's about letting go of the illusion of control and instead embracing the unpredictable nature of life. Acceptance is about understanding that not everything will go as planned, and that's okay. It's about acknowledging that there will be bumps and hurdles along the way, and that's okay too. It's about realizing that we cannot control everything around us, and instead of resisting this reality, we accept it. We let go of the tension that comes from wanting things to be different. This doesn't mean we stop striving for better or stop setting goals. On the contrary, we continue to strive, to grow, to evolve. But we do so with an understanding that outcomes are not always within our control. We do so with an acceptance that sometimes, despite our best efforts, things will not go as planned. And when that happens, we don't resist, we don't fight, we don't stress, we accept. Acceptance is a powerful tool in stress management. It allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. It helps us stay grounded and centered even when things around us are chaotic. It helps us to let go of the need for control, the need for perfection, and instead embrace the beauty of imperfection, the beauty of unpredictability, the beauty of life as it is. Acceptance is not about resignation, it's about acknowledging reality without resistance. This is your second step to reducing inner stress. The final step in our three-step process is reflect and adjust. Now let's talk about the significance of self-reflection in managing stress. You see, reflecting on our experiences isn't just about dwelling on the past. It's about understanding our thoughts, actions and reactions, then using these insights to improve our future responses. Imagine your day as a movie, and at the end of it you have the opportunity to be the critic. You can rewind, pause, and note down the scenes where you felt stress creeping in. Reflect on what triggered it, how you reacted, and what could have been a better response. This isn't about being hard on yourself, quite the contrary. It's about being kind and patient with your growth. Now, what's the use of reflection if we don't put our insights into action? This is where adjustment comes into play. Every day is a chance to do things a little differently, to react a bit more calmly, to let go a bit more easily. It's about making tiny, consistent changes that over time lead to a more peaceful and rational approach to life's challenges. And let's not forget about gratitude and journaling. These two practices are like the cherries on top of our reflection sundae. Gratitude helps us focus on what's going well in our lives, the positives that we often overlook when we're stressed. Journaling, on the other hand, is a great tool for decluttering our minds. It helps us organize our thoughts, track our progress, and identify patterns in our stress triggers and reactions. So how about we start today? Take a few moments to reflect on your day. What were the highlights? What were the challenges? How did you react? And most importantly, what are you grateful for? Write it all down in your journal. Remember, this is a judgment-free zone. It's all about understanding and improving ourselves. Over time, you'll notice that this simple act of reflection and adjustment not only reduces your stress, but also transforms your relationship with it. You'll start seeing stress not as a foe to be feared, but as a guide to be understood. Reflection isn't just about thinking back, it's about moving forward with a clearer mind. This is your final step to reducing inner stress. We've journeyed through a simple three-step process to manage inner stress. Let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways from each step and how they contribute to more effective stress management. First, we learned about the importance of controlling what you can. This means focusing solely on your own actions and reactions rather than external events or other people's behaviors. We often get caught up in trying to control things that are beyond our reach, which only serves to increase our stress levels. By reining in our focus to what's within our control, we can reduce unnecessary tension and anxiety. Next, we explored the concept of accepting what happens. This doesn't mean resigning ourselves to fate, but rather embracing whatever life throws our way as part of the natural flow of existence. Resistance to reality often leads to discontent and stress. Therefore, acceptance is a vital step in the process of stress reduction. It's about finding peace in the face of adversity, even if the circumstances aren't exactly what we desired. Finally, we delved into the power of reflection and adjustment. This involves taking regular time-outs to contemplate our daily experiences. By understanding what triggers our stress and identifying patterns in our reactions, we can adjust our thoughts and actions accordingly. This step also highlights the importance of gratitude and journaling. By acknowledging the good in our lives and documenting our experiences, we can gain a better understanding of ourselves and our stress responses. These three steps, controlling what you can, accepting what happens, and reflecting to adjust, are not just strategies, they're a lifestyle. They help us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace, resilience, and a peace of mind. Remember, managing stress is about controlling what you can, accepting what happens, and reflecting to adjust. Start practicing these steps today, and you'll be well on your way to a less stressful life.